In this video, we'd like to show you how to make this darling wrist pincushion. Makes a great gift. It really is fun, and this video should help. The pattern is free on our website. Do double fabric, right side together, thin polyester bonded batting. Put your pattern right on top, sew on your solid line, cut on your outside dash line and around the middle. And we'll take the paper out, turn it right side out. We'll show you what that looks like. Now this has been turned, and again with a double threaded needle, we're going to go around and just hand baste around this opening. And I like to take just 2 stitches, dividing it kind of in thirds on each petal, so that when they're pulled together, they kind of look a little more uniform. And we're going to go around and till the opening is closed, so each petal is done, and we're going to secure it really good. And how we're going to do that is go back and forth across that opening. Okay, and I like to do it on both sides because the back kind of gapes, these little things gape. So if I bring a needle on the back too, back and forth until it's really secure. Okay, now we've Xeroxed our pattern for the other set of petals, and we've placed the pattern on top of 2 pieces of fabric that are right sides together, thin polyester bonded batting, and then with the smaller stitch we've sewn on the solid line. You can back stitch here, and we're going to cut on the outside dash line, which will make this bottom part open. We remove the paper, turn it right side out. Then with a double threaded needle, we're going to just hand baste along the bottom, and then we're going to take the 2 sides, pull them in, and whip stitch it so it kind of curves like that. We've finished so cool. The bottom part petals. Close that opening. We have 4 of these. Then again with a knotted double threaded needle, we're going to place these single petals so that the center is over the hole for this bottom set of petals. Then we're going to just whip stitch the right here in the center. Make sure that they're really secure, that petal's really secure on there. Just whip stitch it on. Then the next petal we're going to just overlap just a little bit like that and whip stitch that. Really make sure it's strong. Put another petal like that. We'll do another petal. Looks like that. They kind of overlap to make them fit. They look so cool. Okay, we're gonna finish that, and I'll show you how we make the wristband and the pincushion ball in the center. Now measure your 1/4 inch elastic so that it'll go around your wrist, plus just like a 1/2 inch overlap, and then cut 2-inch wide strip that is double the length of your elastic. And I've stitched across one end. Then I'm going to take a pencil, open it up, and poke the pencil through the end. Pull it all the way through. That's why I sewed it across. Okay, and I'll press it. I'll cut that open, and I'll show you how to thread the elastic through. Now we took a safety pin, we fed the elastic through and stitched it across here. Then we'll stitch it together like this across. We want it comfortable on a wrist, not too tight. Now I've seamed that and zigzagged it, and I'm going to put it on the bottom of the flower, and I'm going to stitch it. I can stitch it through with a sewing machine. I can stitch it by hand. I'm also going to stitch it across like this to kind of stabilize that flower. Now, the center part of the flower, which is the actual pin cushion, is done by placing a Xerox pattern of your on top of single piece of fabric. Cut it out on the outside. Stack two together and sewn on one side from the point down to the bottom. And don't forget, like if you're doing a lot of these, you can stack 4 layers of fabric together and put your pattern on top of that and just cut it out once. Okay, I forgot to tell you that. Then we're going to open these up so the right sides together and place them like this, and just make sure that this top seam matches exactly, because that will show. And I'll put a pin in there to keep it from moving, and then we're just going to sew up and around. Now this is really an important part of doing pin cushions. Use these crushed walnut shells. They're clean. You get them at a pet store. They use them in the bottom of bird cages, and it really is what makes the pin cushion more professional. So I've turned it right side out, and I've hand basted around with double thread, and then I'm going to stuff it as tight as I can with the walnut shells so that it will still close when I pull it tight, and I'll go back and forth until it's really secure. And we'll show you that. And you can see how I stitched across and across, so no walnut shells can slip through. Covered it with the white glue, Elmer's or wood glue or felt glue, fabric glue. And then we're going to just press it right down the center and hold it. I might rubber band it, keep it firm, but all the glue is hidden and it will hold. Look how darting this is. Great for gifts, and if you want to sell them, it's fine. I just would love for you to put our website on the tag, and you're welcome to use it as a fundraiser. I hope this has helped you.